Siya Kolisi and the coach of the South African rugby team could not contain their joy there. Of course, that was a great comeback from the Springboks of South Africa. Now they have a chance to have a matchup against New Zealand, the All Blacks, in the final of the Rugby World Cup. Also, to catch into this feeling, we have the assistant coach of the Namibia rugby team, Pine Pinier, joining us all the way from Pretoria, South Africa. Thank you so much, Pine, for joining us today. I cannot contain my joy. It was a buck feeling all over in South Africa, in Johannesburg there. A lot saying if the Proteas can do it, the Springboks can also do it. But the English team were the only unbeaten side running into this competition. We could see their work rate, we could see the aggression on the field of play. Where did they sleep in this competition?
Yeah, firstly, I think, there's a lot of people that were woken up today with almost close to a heart attack. Last week against France was just 1 point, and last night was only 1 point. So well done to the Springboks for pulling it through. But I think, as Jock said, Norbert, the coach, is that when the bench
team, the Springboks put in all the work, a good class against the French side. We could see their defense. We could see how they rallied each other to make sure that they get that win against the French side. We could see even the likes of Siya Kolisi put in all he could for the team as a skipper of the sides. But in this game, did you see the same performance from the Springboks since they want to get the title once again as the defending champions?
I think last night was a bit of a different game. I think the weather played a huge difference. I think the way that England kicked on the night created a lot of pressure on the Springboks, especially with a contestable game. In the past, there was actually a platform for the Springboks to attack from, but last night, they got the turnovers back when it comes to the contestable. So well done to England. On the night, I thought
during the game there was a call for a fair catch and a restart with the scrum. Now, to me, I felt that would give any team an opportunity to take a tactical advantage, to choose where they want to restart.
I think when it comes to scrum time, they see the scrum as the opportunity to grab a penalty, which they did on the night.
Yes.
And again, when it came to the scrum, the last scrum, that was a penalty which we gained, which won us actually the semi-final and put us into the final. So I think the tactical approach of the Springboks regarding the restarts, especially when they take a fair catch, it's a good ploy, and they did it.
But with Pollard for the South African Springboks, and they did say after that game against France that they were ready to put all they could against any team they go against in the Rugby World Cup. Who took the day for you? Was the star performance for you in that game against England?
I think it was a hard-fought battle in the beginning. I think England played well. I think tactically they created a lot of pressure on the Springboks, which on the night the Springboks struggled to handle. And I think discipline-wise, we were on the wrong side of discipline when it comes to the referee's calls. And with that, they were in the right areas, England, and they took the penalties, which created that scoreboard pressure on the Springboks, and then for them. So hopefully, going into the final weekend, hopefully we can see the same.
Okay, South African Springboks scored the early try in this game against England. And it seems history repeating itself once again. They get to face the All Blacks, the New Zealand rugby team, for the finals. How do you think that game would pan out? What will be your prediction?
I think it's a difficult one. You play world number 1 versus world number 2 currently. I think both teams have shown a lot
win, but we'll be partial here by saying I want the Springboks to go all out in that game against the All Blacks. Thank you so much, assistant coach of the Namibian rugby team, Pine Pinier, joining us here on In the Game. Thank you. We appreciate your analysis on the show.
Thanks so much. Great chatting to you. Have a good day.